Good morning, everyone.
So we just need to understanding about like how we can able to distribute the traffic between the multiple servers. Let's for example, you have a production environment. In the production environment, you might have the 10 servers that you have, but we just need to understanding about like how we can able to distribute traffic between all the servers. That's where we are just trying to understanding about like what is meant by load balancer, right? So we have seen the load balancer concept in VPC, but there we have seen like how we can able to expose a server which is available in the private network. But today is completely a different concept that what you're trying to understand. Okay. So let me just try to first start from the scratch and I'll just draw the architecture of what we are trying to implementing. Okay. So the first, let me just try to draw the architecture. Just- let's assume that we have a production environment. Assume that this is nothing but like my production environment or dev environment, whatever it may be. If you want to understand the high level, first we have to select the region, which region that you want trying to creating all these servers. Inside that we have to go for the availability zone. This is one availability zone. You can say here. And here I'll just go for the another availability zone. Assume that we have a subnets. So easily, whatever that you are trying to define, you have to define inside the subnet. I'm just trying to mention about like subnets right now. Here I'm just trying to have one subnet where I'm just trying to creating a server. Now inside that you just need to create one exit instances. So here everything has to be within the VPC, okay? Uh, Understand that this is a VPC. Inside that you have the availability zone. Let me just go. It may be API-south-1A. API-south-1B. Here, these two availability zones that we have. Now to distribute the traffic, what we do, we just need to create the load balance. The load balancer, whatever that you are trying to creating, it has to be within this bucket of the VPC. So we just need to create the load balancer. The load balancer has to be first sit inside the VPC. And here, so whenever the user send the request, here we have to go with the load balance. Sorry, we need internet gateway. Yeah, this is the internet gateway that we are just trying to attach to the VPC. Now you see that how the request comes inside the VPC. So whenever the user sends request, here we have one user, and here we can see that one more user that we have. Okay, this is nothing but like we have multiple users that we have, right? And assume that this is another user. See, whenever the user send the request, the first request go to, you can just look at my screen. Because whenever you wanted to get any request, first we required a internet gateway. The request will go to the first internet gateway. And from the internet gateway, the request go to the load balancer. Okay. And the request from the load balancer, it is go to the backends. You can see that now whenever there is a new request comes, it is go to that new server. I mean to say it's go to the second server. And again, if there is any request coming from anyone, you can see that the internet gateway is the entry point, which is going to allow the traffic inside the VPC. So all the requests first go to the internet gateway. From internet gateway, the request will go to load balancer. From the load balancer, the request will go to the backends. So here you can see that you have the another user, and whenever he sends the request also, the request has to first come to the gateway. Yeah. All the requests, whatever that you are trying to sending right now, all the requests will come to here, and I know all the requests will go to from internet gateway to the. It will just go to the load balancers. I said it's it is an entry point. Whenever you need any uh, the request is always go to that from internet gateway to the load balancer, and the load balancer it is going to accept the incoming traffic. This is nothing but like you have the right now we can see that you have something it is called internet gateway. All the requests will go to from internet gateway to the load balancer, and from there it is going to distribute traffic between all the servers. See, right now we are just trying to creating the ALB, nothing but application load balancer. It works on layer 7. You should know about like what is NLB and what is meant by ALB. This is nothing but like ALB. Yeah. This is architecture that what we are trying to implementing in today's session. Okay. We can just look at in high overview. I'm just trying to reduce the size of the, if you just look at my screen. Yeah. This is what we are just going to implementing right now. If you just look at my screen, the request is basically come to the internet gateway. From internet gateway, the request will go to the application load balancer within the VPC. From there, the request will go to this particular, particular server where we are trying to create it. So first, we have to design the network for this application. So what I can do first, I just need to go back to my AWS account. Uh, here, once I just go back to the AWS account, and here, if you just go back to your VPCs, right now we don't have any VPC. We have to click on the create a VPC here. The VPC, I'm just trying to defining about like a Clahan hyphen, go for the test hyphen VPC. And after that, we have to provide the CIDR block, right? So I'm just going to put it the, so 10.0.0.0. And we can see that I'm just trying to put in the 2016 is nothing but like my subnet mask value. So I discussed a couple of the times. The maximum subnet mask value for IP4 is 32. So if you're going to subtract it to minus 16, you're going to get 16. So 2 to the power of 16 is equal to 65,536 IP address that we can able to accommodate. And if we come down, we just need over the tenancy. So tenancy is nothing but like where you're trying to creating all the servers. Are you creating on the default? So where you are just trying to creating, that's where we have to go for the option name is for tenancy called default. That's what we have to understand. We can just look at my screen. This is nothing but like my default tenancy. And after that, if we come down, we have to click on the create a VPC here. The VPCs got created. Now what I do, I just need to create a subnets, right? So which kind of subnets that you have to create? I wanted to create a public subnets. Now how we can able to create a public subnets here? So let me just go to the subnets right now. And here I click on the create a subnets. Here we have to click on the within this particular VPC. After that, we have to go with the subnet. The subnet name, I'll just go for the Clahan hyphen. I'm just trying to mention the test hyphen, and here I'll mention about the subnet. It is a public subnet, okay? And if we come down, here we can see that in which availability zone that we are trying to creating. If you remember the diagram, we are just trying to creating on the availability zone 1A. That is a one thing, and we had to put the IP4 subnet CIDR. So I had to go for the 10.0.1.0 and put the 24 is the range of the IP addresses, so that you can able to create the 256 IP addresses. That is what we are trying to achieve right now. So if you just come down, uh, this is nothing but like what is the subnet CIDR block. And if you come down, we have to click on the create a subnet. Say I want to create another subnet also. Now click on the add subnet, add new subnet. And here I'm just trying to mention about like Clahan hyphen. Uh, here, go for the test. And after that, we had to go for subnet hyphen one. And this is I want to create in the availability zone 1B. That's we have to do that. And if you just come down, we had to go for the what is the subnet CIDI block it is. Let's go to 10.0 dot and 2.0 and 24 is the range of the IP addresses what I want to create it. And come down, click on the create a subnet. We are just trying to creating two subnets right now. Now what we have to do, we just need to create internet gateway, right? Go to the internet gateway. And after that, click on the create internet gateway. The internet gateway, I'm just trying to mention about Clahan IGW and click on the create internet gateway now. Okay. Okay. Now here, what I do, I just need to attach this particular internet gateway to the VPC. We have to click on the attach internet gateway. Yeah, this is done, and we have to create the route tables now. One second.
Anyone there?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm just
doing
done.
the entry. Yeah, so
Okay,
sorry. Go ahead.
down. Yep. See, what we are doing is the first we are just trying to creating the VPC, and we created two subnets. Now what we do, we are just trying to creating a route table that we attach to the subnets. Let me just try to create two route tables, or one route table is enough because both are same. That's what we want to achieve, right? I'm just trying to mention about like Clahan hyphen, test hyphen, go for the route table we have to create within the VPC. And after that, if you just come down, click on the create a route table. This is what we are trying to create it. Now we just need to understanding about like, we have to attach the internet gateway so that all the entries will come towards the internet gateway. From internet gateway, will go to that load balancer. So we just need to attach here internet gateway. This is what we have created. And if we click on the save changes. Now this route table that we want to attach to the subnets, right? We have to go for the subnets. We can see there are two different types of subnets that we have. So I'm just trying to attaching the same route table. We just go back here. If this is nothing but like my subnet, inside that you can just go to the route table. We can see that what we attached. the two routes is got enabled right now. The one is internet gateway. Also, we can see about like this is somebody asking about like route table question, right? This is what we should understand. See, apart from this IP address, if I want to allow any other entry inside the request, go to my server. Definitely, we just need to open this internet over there. This is something that we should understand that how we can able to open the internet gateway. So that is going to allow all the IP address to your instances. Yeah, that's what exactly we are just trying to understanding about like what is internet gateway. So fine, this is something that we are trying to achieve. Now, if you just look at my screen, this is nothing but like we have created a VPC, we created internet gateway, we created one, we can say about like availability zone. And here we have availability zone. There are two subnets that we created in two different two different availability zones. Now, this idea, the behind this is, yeah. Now we just need to understand about first what is exactly meant by load balancer, right? So the first we should understand that there are two different types of, I can say three different types of load balancers that we have, but let me just try to understand. There is a two types basically that everybody we can understand. The first one is a application load balancer, and there is a yeah, there is something it is called as a network load balancer, right? This is what we can say about like network a load balancer. So this application load balancer is basically works on the L7, and it is going to accept the all HTTP and HTTPS request, right? See, what is the primary purpose of load balancer is it is going to accept the incoming request. It is going to accept the income request. That is the first thing that we should understand. And the second point is nothing but like before it is going to distribute a traffic, sorry, yeah, it is going to accept the incoming request. And also that we should understand that the primary purpose is it is going to distribute the traffic. If we see that if we just go to a Flipkart applications or if you just go to inside the yeah, if you just go to there are different services. I mean to say a different application like we have Geo Hotstar, Flipkart, Amazon, Mintra. You see that number of requests coming towards applications. How this applications is going to handle all the requests, whatever it is coming towards application. That's where we have to require something. It is called as a load balancer that we required. So it is going to distribute traffic the between the servers. So if you may ask the question like, how this load balancer will distribute traffic between the servers, it has something it is called as the algorithms. Okay. Especially in this particular, what we can say about like in this particular AWS, they're going to use something it is called the round robin algorithm. So this is nothing but like there are different types of algorithms that we have. One is nothing but like round robin, and we can say about like least count. See, like that we have, there are different types of algorithms that we have right now. So we have the, a round robin. Yeah, this is nothing but like we have to go for the round robin, or we can just go for the least count. There are different types of load balancer algorithms that we technique that we have. So when I go for the round robin, it is basically evenly to distribute traffic between all the servers. That is what exactly it is going to do that. See, now let me show you about like how we can able to setting up the load balancer. The first we have to create instances within this particular subnets. After that, I'll try to create it. So go back to my EC2 instances right now. Yeah, I just need to go for the click on the launch instances here. Yeah, I'm just trying to creating the here. Let's say the name it is nothing but like web server. And after that, we can see that there is something it is called as a EC2 Amazon Linux. I'll take or I'll just go with the Ubuntu. Yeah, it is 24.0 LTS. And if you just come down, t.micro it is enough for us. And the key pair, yesterday we created one key pair, right? The same key pair, I can use it. I don't know which key pair that I have. There are many things out there. Let me just try to create a new key pair. Okay, I'll just go for the .ppk file, click on the create a key pair. If we have already key pair that you can attach, we don't require to worry about it. Now we have to click on the edit right now. See, because the instance, whatever that we are trying to creating, it has to be within my network, right? I just need to select the VPC. We can see this is my VPC. Inside that we have the two subnets. One is the client-test-public, and we need to enable the public IP address to expose application. Now I'm just trying to defining about the network security group. You can see that test-security. That is what I'm just trying to creating. And let me just go to description also. I just need to mention about it. Let me just trying to put it data set security. We just need to go for the SH. See that we just need to add the HTTP port number also. I'm just gonna add it. Let me just try to change to the anywhere so that we can able to access the application anywhere. 8 GB is fine, absolutely. I just need to click on the launch instance. The instance is going to be created. I want to create one more instance in a different network, in a different subnet. Okay, that's what. Let me do it. We had to click on the launch instance. Yes. I'm just going to provide the test type and web server. And after that, if we come down, I can just go for the Ubuntu machine. Now, so the same steps, but I'm just trying to make the changes in the networking part. The key pair that we created, same key pair I can attach. Which one we created? Load Balance. This is the key pair that I created. Go for network settings right now. We can see that we had to go for the Clahan-test-VPC. See, last time we created on the Clahan-test public right now. I'll just go for the Clahan-test-subnet. And we just need the enable public IP address. Now we had to go with the existing security group. This is nothing but like we have existing security group that we are trying to create it and we attach. And we can see that config storage and number of instances we need one it is. Okay, click on the launch instances. The instances got launched. Yep. This is also done. And after that, what I can do, I'm just trying to come down, click on the view all instances right now. If we click on the refresh, if we click on the refresh now, we can see about like this is the options that we have right now. There is a test type and web server. Also, we can see about like there is a web server that's got created. Right. This is something that we are trying to understand right now. Now we just need to understand how we can able to connect it right now. Yeah, we had to go there. I'm just trying to go to the putty.exe file, right? See, I'm just trying to connect the instances. I want to deploy two different applications so that you can understand that how it is going to route the traffic. The first we had to go there. I'm just trying to connect in a test type and web server. So we had to go to click on the connect and copy this DNS name. Let me just try to connect it from here. Go to the appearance, change the font size if you required. And yeah, go with the connection here, 60. and SSH, and after that authentication, credentials. Same steps, because yesterday also we have seen like how we can able to connect the instances, how to convert this instance as a web server. That's what we are doing it. Same, I'm just trying to convert this instance as a web server. Let me just try to clear my screen. See, first we have to install the Apache 2. Um, yep. If we just type the command called apt-get update-y, I'm just trying to updating my operating system. Yeah, after that we had to go with apt-get Apache 2. We just need to install this. Yeah, after that what I do, I just need to go to, let me just try to clone the repo. I just need two different applications over there. Let me just try to go for my GitHub repositories, and we can say, yeah, I can go for the, I just need to clone here first. Yeah, we just need to copy that. And after that, let me just try to check the status of my server, uh, Apache 2, and the status. See whether you are able to access the application to the web browser or not. So how we can do that? We have to go to the instance ID, and we require the public IP address. I'm just trying to put in the 80, see whether you are able to access it. If it is not accessed, we have to check HTTP. Yeah, it's working right now. At the same time, let me just try to connect the other instances what we have. Go back to the instances now. I'm just trying to first go back here, test-web server. I'm just going to connect to the web server right now. I need to change the color to identify which server and to identify. Let me just go back to the colors here. Default foreground, click on the modify. I can able to change the color so that I can identify there are two different servers that we have. 60 seconds, SSH, authorization, credentials, click on the browse, and we just need to, yeah, accept it. Now we can see that. Now just type C. Yeah. I'm just trying to first do the same steps. First, I just need to update it. Yeah, after that, what I do, I'm just trying to uh, yeah, I'm just need to clone different repository. There is, I think there is a one application. Let me just try to check. There's the e-commerce hyphen app here. I think it doesn't have any code. Let me just. Yeah, we are here. We have a branch called as a master. It has all the code. I'm just trying to clone everything. Hyphen B master. Whenever you want to specifically clone a specific branch, we had to mention hyphen B. Now go back. You have this. Now, if you just type the ls command, I just need to go for the copy hyphen r dot var HTML directory where we are just trying to copying everything. I just need to go back to my instances right now. I just need to copy the public IP address. And after that, we just need to put the port number 80. See, that is all because same secret group that we attached, right? So that we don't need to worry about it. It open the port number 80 and you are able to access. See, there are two different applications running over there. This is a Flipkart and this is a running but retail application. Now, how we can able to see, basically, whenever you're looking at the diagram, the same application that we have deployed into all the servers. So we're discussing about like auto scaling concept that at time I'll explain about like how we can able to replicate the same applications over there. That's I'll do it. We can just look at my screen right now. Why I just deployed the two different applications right now means I just wanted to show you about like how we can able to distribute traffic between two different servers. That is what I'm just trying to doing it right now. What we can do, I just need to first try to create a load balancer here. I just need to go back to this particular option here. And we can see that we just need to go back to the EC2. And here, if we come down, we just need to first click on the load balancer. What I do, I just need to balance the traffic. So for that, if I click on the create load balancer, we can see that different types of the classic load balancer, which is nothing but like L7. Now I just want to click on the create and we have to provide the load balancer name. See, I'm just trying to defining about like Clahan -LB, my load balancer name. See, the traffic, it is basically coming from the internet. So we just need to select the, we just need to mention about the traffic, it is coming from internet. After that, we can just go for the internal facing, right? So I just need to go for the internet facing. After that, we can see there is something, it is called the internal, right? So I just need to go for the first, there is something, it is called internet facing. Nothing but like traffic, it is basically come from the internet. So we have to go with internet facing. Now, here where you're trying to creating load balancer, we have to create within this vector the VPC. And we can see about like there are two availability zones where we have two different servers. We have to select 1A and 1B. And after that, if we come down, we can see about like security groups. So security groups, whenever you want to expose the load balancer, we require port number 80. That is already we added in the test type and security group. Because you create a security group within the VPC, it is applicable here as well. And if you come down, we had to go for something, it is called as advanced health checks, right? So here, if you just go back here, if I go back to advanced health checks, we can see within how much time it is going to respond here right now, 2 seconds, right? See how frequently you wanted to check the health of the server because I explained that the load balancer, it is going to accept the incoming traffic. It is going to dissipate traffic between the server, and also, yeah, and also we just need to understand it is going to check the health of the server. Health of the server before it is going to route the traffic. This is very, very important. Okay. Because if the server is in active status, even if I send the request, then what is the use of it? That is the where we have to understanding about like how we can able to route the traffic. So whenever you wanted to route the traffic, we just need to understand about like, we just need to check the health of the server. One second. Yep. So what I can do is right now is I just need to go back here. We had to select this, ping request. See, it is going to use ping protocol to test whether I'm going to get the response to my request or not. If I'm not getting response, that means the server is going to be in active status. That is where we should understanding about like how this is going to work. Let me just try to show you about like the response timeout is nothing but 2 seconds. See, whenever you are going to send a request, within how much time you want to get the response. That's where we have to go for the response timeout is the 2 seconds. After that, interval, how frequently you want to check the health of the server. That's where we have to go for the 5. See, every 5 seconds, I want to check the health of my server. And here we can see about like if how we can decide that your server it is going to be unhealthy, and how we can decide that your server it is going to be healthy. It is, see, this is nothing but like conditions, nothing but like thresholds. If I my simultaneously, if I say I can say about like 2 requests it's got failed, I can say that my server is going to be in active status. If I'm just going to 2 requests, if I'm going to response to the request, we can say that it is going to be active status. That's where we have to go for it right now. And we just need to add the instances here. See, we have 2 different instances. One is the test type and web server. And the web server, we click on the confirm here. So we don't attach any servers like this in real-time applications. I'll tell you about like how we can able to create auto scaling templates. So by automatically, when the traffic it is increasing, it is going to increase the number of servers. So that we'll discuss about later. But right now, we are trying to attach into 2 different servers to where we want to distribute traffic between these 2 servers. Now, we have to click on the create load balancer. If you click on the create load balancer, what I do, I'm just trying to first, you'll get one DNS name. All right. So this is nothing but like my DNS name. I'm just going to get it. So if you click on the load balancer, if we go with the target instances right now, these 2 instances, if it is got attached to load balancer, then only you are going to get the response. See, it is showing out of service. It has to come to the in service. Let's wait for a minute because it is going to be instance registration is in progress. If you just look at my screen, click on the refresh again. Yeah, if it is not showing in services, definitely you won't get the response to your request. So that's what we just need to understand. Now click on the refresh again. Yeah, both are in services, right? Now how to access the load balancer? You're going to get the DNS name. If we go there, if I'm just trying to put it the 80 is a port number to export, it's not be HTTPS. Yeah, you can see that it rated HTTPS. We just need to, yeah, we can see this is first request to go into the first server. Now you are getting this response, right? If you click on the refresh now, you see you're getting different responses. See, whenever I'm just refreshing, that means I'm sending new requests to my servers. Click on the refresh now, you see you are getting different response here. Click on the refresh now. See, whenever you are trying to keep send the request here, so you are going to get the different response from the different request. See how it is going to distribute traffic between all the servers means. So it is going to use something it is called the round robin algorithm. If you look at the diagram here very clearly, see we have, see whenever you send the request going to the internet gateway load balancer, and load balancer is going to sending the request to your particular instances here. So it is equally distribute traffic to all the instances. That is where this is going to playing a very crucial role, the load balancer. Whenever you deploy any application in the cloud, you must understand about like what is the why it is a reason we are go to the option name it is called load balancers. So I hope you guys are clear so far. Anyone have any questions here? See, load balancer techniques are very, very important because when you're just moving towards the Docker Kubernetes, if you deploy applications in Kubernetes, when you want expose, visually we are going to use ingress or load balancing techniques. So if you want to understand those concepts, definitely we should understand this one as well. Because load balancer concept is everywhere. If you go to the AWS or Azure or GCP, the concept is same everywhere. Uh, if you just look at my screen, everyone, ask if we have any questions. Could you please confirm yes or no in the chat box? Yeah, I don't like silence, to be frank.
So, like, I have a question.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is this your
why it
first
is
class?
no, actually, no, not.
Okay.
This is my, I think, second class.
Okay.
So when we are refreshing, why it is getting different page?
Because it has a round robin technique, algorithm.
Okay.
A load balancer
Mm.
has a different algorithms. See, because my idea is if I have 10 servers, I want to distribute the traffic to all the 10 servers. So I need a technique, right? Let's, for example, if we go to in a tech park, there is some different securities there are, right? They're standing in front of the gate. And if you don't know the answer, if you just ask, he will tell you, he will guide you, you have to go to first floor. And if somebody is asked, he will tell you that you have to go with third floor. Somebody person ask, you have to go to fourth floor. So he's a person is going to tell you about like where you want to go. The same concept that we are going to applicable here as well. So whenever you want to distribute traffic between all the servers, whatever it is there in a backend, so we just load balancer has algorithm. The based on this algorithm, what will happen? It is going to route the traffic to different servers based on the round robin or list count, which kind of technique that we required. Most of the cloud providers, they use round robin algorithms.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.